All right, we've got the oneisall Wi-Fi cordless pet feeder. It connects with an app on your phone. You can basically feed it whenever you want. Let's go through some of the details and we'll go through the unboxing. I'll show you what it looks like. We've got everything there. So some of the details really quick. When I say details, it's got a 100-day battery life. So once it's fully charged, you can operate the battery for 100 days. Obviously, it's cordless. It's got a rechargeable battery. There's a smart app control, which we talked about. This is 3 liters. So this is built for cats or smaller dogs. When I say 3 liters, this compartment right here, as far as the food storage there. And then also, maybe I shouldn't say this, but it's for dry food. It's not for wet food. There's actually instructions on the back that kind of walk you through that. So it's made out of polyester, stainless steel, and silicone. The smart app is connected to a 2.4 gigahertz network. There's an app that you can use. It's on iOS or Android. You can schedule up to 10 meals in the app, which is 1 to 12 portions daily. You can also track your pet's eating patterns, different things like that. We already talked about the rechargeable battery. It's a lithium ion or a lithium battery. It is truly cordless, so you don't have any cords. I'm super excited for this because we currently have one that has cords, and I'm excited to replace it with this one. The bowl itself is 0.7 inches wide. It's machine washable. Whether you can do tiny kibbles or bigger ones, again, depending on the type of pet that you're going to feed. This is built for cats. You probably obviously could use small dogs. So the other thing that you can do is you can also do a custom meal call in your voice. You can record a personal message during feeding throughout the one cat feeder. So it also has a voice too. So we're gonna jump in the box right now and let's get into it. Okay, here we go with the unboxing. So I actually just pulled this off. It says devoid if this is open, but I just pulled this off. So you're gonna have a manual. It's gonna walk you through all of the different things, troubleshooting, how to charge the battery, the lid, the food tank, the dispenser, the dial and display, all of those different things. What the actual lights mean in here, feeding time, plane, reset, the mic, Wi-Fi connectivity. Again, there's the App Store and Google, so you can download those. We'll do that in a few minutes. It's all going to come out in one piece, which is great. I don't love installing items. I mean, I will if I have to, but so let's just move some of these out of the way so you can see everything by itself. So here is the front view. The tray's going to go right in here. Here's our side view, which is nice. Has this little locking mechanism here so we can take this off. Here's the back. Here's our power switch. There is our charging port right here, and it is a USB-C from the looks of it. There's the other side. Here's the top. We can take off the lid right there. It's packaged really, really well. These poppies. There's our cord. Comes with an adapter. There's our tray. So let's talk a little bit about the battery cable. Which I do like is it's got an L at the top. So you can see right here, it is a USB to USB-C. So on the bottom, when I'm talking about the L, is it comes right in here. And then we can snap this wire into place. So the wire actually is out of the way. We can just push it right down in there. And then we just pop that out and thread that through. And then it also comes with the USB AC adapter. And there's our LCD screen right here. It's got a little protective coating on it. Get our second piece of our bucket out. There we go. So there's your mechanism right there. It's going to do the actual feeding. Goes down in there into the tray. Obviously, with younger kids, you want to have them stay away from this. This does lock in place like that. And we have our washable bowl. Put the side right in here. And then our lid just goes right on top. So I'm actually going to turn this on. I'm going to take the tray off and turn this on and see if it has any charge in it. We can go through some stuff down here before we get it up where. Oh, nice. We do have, 99% power. It comes fully charged. Police minded. Which is nice. We're going to take off this outside cover. There's our speaker. You heard there. Okay, so let's walk through the actual connecting to Bluetooth. So I want to give you a close-up on the actual feeder, the dial itself. So I'm going to tilt this so you can see this. This is actually twists. So I'm trying to connect right now. You can see that this twists, and this will take you to the different settings. So I'm going to long press, and we're right there on feed. And then as I reset, connect to Wi-Fi, I can do the mic, I can create a plan, I can go through the time, I can obviously feed right there, and it'll be pretty quiet, but I'm just going to push this. There's no food in there. And then I can twist to the different portions that I want. So again, let's just say I'm going to go to, I have a really big cat, 8 portions. What you can see right in there is that this is going to turn around and give us 8 portions of food. And that would be coming right out here in this little, I'll just hold it up right there. All the food's coming out there. So that's kind of the programming, which is nice about this, is you can turn this and you get that audio each time. So now what we'll do is I'll jump in and I'll connect to the actual app, and I'll show you some on-screen footage of what the app looks like to control this cat feeder. Okay, so once you download the app, it's going to ask if you're okay for Bluetooth and location. So I'm adding a new device. I'm going to click continue while using the app, allow. There it is. It's picking up. Okay, once you're connected, apologies. So what you can do is you can actually run through your schedule here. So you can see how many days left you have on your battery. You can see if you want to feed now. You can change the portions right there, confirm. And then hopefully in the background you can hear, I can see it, it's spinning, doing this on the same camera that I'm actually recording on. So I can also add a new plan, like how often do I want to feed my pet, whether it's a dog or a cat or whatever. Obviously I want to feed them every day. Feeding portions is going to be 1. I can confirm that. And then I can add different times to that, right? And so as I'm going through the app itself, there's no food in it. It senses that there's no food. So it'll tell me, hey, I can't do this because we haven't put any food in it, which is actually nice. So I can also change the times, and I can save that plan. And then that'll show up in my plan right here. So you can see today's plan, I only have 1 portion, and it's currently right now. It'll do a record. You can see we did this earlier. We did 3 portions today. So we have a log of how much our pet is eating, how much every day, how often, different things like that, which is really, really cool. So up in the top right-hand corner, top right-hand corner, low on food, we can go into settings, we can create groups, I can do online notification, I can change the name of my feeder if I wanted to. I could add this to the home screen. I could update the device here. I can create a group, which means I can share this with somebody else. I can also share this device here with somebody else. If I had 2 phones that I wanted to connect to the same feeder, which most families do. And then when I go back here on the left, you'll see if I had multiple pets or multiple devices. oneisall has multiple devices. They have larger ones for larger dogs. They have water feeding ones. They have ones that kind of go through like a fountain that clean the water. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with this. I'm actually going to go pour some food in, and then we'll get some recording of me just programming it and taking some video and putting this in. Super easy to use, super easy to install. No batteries or no cords. Everything is just good to go. And you can see When I log in, it tells me how many days I have left with the battery, which is absolutely fantastic. So let's jump back into some real use scenarios. All right, so we're here with the oneisall. I'm just gonna open up the app. And once I get the app open, it's already connected, which I showed you in the previous video. So you can see here, I have the option to do all of this stuff. So I'm actually gonna click on feed now. It's gonna ask me how many portions I want, and I'm gonna kind of lower this so you can see both the camera and this at the same time. So I just hit confirm. And you can see the thing in there is spinning. The food just drops through. So depending on the size of your dog or your cat, whether it's small or not, again, I can do it again. I can do 2 portions or 3 portions. And this is just how many rotations the feeder goes around. So you'll see this will be a little bit bigger, obviously, because I'm doing 3 portions. So the battery lasts for 100 days. You can see here, it tells us the battery power. It's also right here on my phone for 99 days, which is really nice. So as the food goes through, it just drops in. I did not fill this all the way up, but again, this is spinning just to get through rotation. So I can change the portion size if I want. So this is what it looks like on the phone and the actual oneisall feeder itself. Again, this is gonna be better if you have smaller pieces of food, again, dry, not liquid. Overall, absolutely love this because there's no wires, it's wireless. I don't have to plug it in, and I can do this anywhere in my house. So if I forget, you can also set timers to us. The one that we previously had, which I'm not gonna show you, you have to go over and manually push the button. It doesn't necessarily connect with the Wi-Fi. So the oneisall feeder is absolutely fantastic.